Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Cooking with Nat. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Today we're episode 8, I cannot believe it. We're gonna make a super delicious, healthy dinner today. We're making salmon that's gonna be baked in a foil wrap, and we're gonna have delicious sautéed spinach and baby broccoli and an Asian grain called farro, which I already have cooking up on the stove. It's basically 1 cup of farro that I've soaked in water overnight. It essentially absorbed all the water, and I've also added a little bit of salt and pepper and some shallots as well inside, so it's gonna be really flavorful. It's cooking on the stove now for about 40 minutes. So now we're going to prepare the salmon, but before we do that, I just want to talk a bit about the sauté that we're going to do. I have taken some baby broccoli, cut it up already, and I've cooked it for about 3 minutes in salted boiling water, and I removed it. This basically just cooks it down, and then when I'm going to be sautéing it with the oil and the garlic and the spinach, it's going to just kind of give it a more flavor and cut down on the cooking time. So now we're going to prepare the salmon. This salmon is delicious. I opened the package. It didn't have a fishy smell. It looks delicious. It is sushi grade, sashimi grade quality salmon from Ferro Fish. I've talked about them before. I really like them because they were distributing to a lot of major restaurants before the pandemic, and now they've pivoted their business model and they deliver right to your door. I discovered them because I was looking for some seafood delivery for my Christmas Eve meal, and I was so happy with the service, and shout out to Angie and everybody there. They're amazing. And if you do want to order from there and you want to get $5 off your order, definitely use the code Seafoodwithnat. We'll link it below too. All right, let's get cooking. I'm gonna put on my gloves. I think I talked about why I wear gloves a long time ago, probably episode 1 of Cooking with Nat. Because I'm in a wheelchair, I don't want to always carry the flavors of everything that I'm cooking or meat on my wheels. This way my hands are immediately clean. I'm done touching what I'm cooking. I remove the gloves and my hands are clean. So this is a big reason as to why I use gloves. Okay, so I have my Pyrex dish that I have here with foil paper. And essentially, I'm just gonna line the bottom of the Pyrex with some oil because we don't want the salmon to stick to the bottom either. I've asked them to remove the skin of my salmon, which is another really cool thing at Ferro. You can put in comments when you make an order, and then you can ask them to pre-cut them into pieces for you, remove the skins. Everything's beautifully deboned as well. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay out some delicious rosemary that I have from Lufa Farms right here, and we're going to put some lemon at the bottom of my pan here. Okay, and now we're going to take this delicious, smells so good, fresh, so like lemony salmon blend from Spice Affair. They have a lot of great spices that I use in my cooking daily. They're local, so we like to support local businesses. And if you want to make an order, and you can definitely use Cooking with Nat at checkout and get 15% off that order. All right, so now I'm going to just add a bit of the rub all over my salmon. I'm going to put it on both sides to really get those flavors in there. There's lots of great things in here. Garlic, coriander, sea salt, mustard, black pepper, parsley, shallots. There we go. That's good. Okay. So now we're basically going to put the salmon on there. We're gonna top with a bunch of garlic that I've cut up, about 3 or 4 cloves depending on the size of your garlic. There we go. Oh my goodness, and by creating the foil packet, it's essentially gonna lock in all those flavors. We're gonna drizzle the salmon with some olive oil too. This is a omega-rich, heart-healthy dinner. We're gonna put more lemon slices on top. Because honestly, there's no better flavor matching than seafood or fish with lemon. So fresh, so summery. I'm gonna save these 2 pieces of lemon just to use in my saute of the vegetables. It's gonna be extra delicious. Now we're gonna just top with the rest of my rosemary, and we're going to close it up. So now that I've done touching my food products, we're gonna close it up. Lock in those flavors. And we're gonna cook it for about 15 to 20 minutes in an oven that's preheated to 375. And then we're gonna open up the foil and put it under the broiler for another 3 minutes to really get a good crispiness and make sure that all those garlic pieces turn to a nice golden brown, but not burned. Now we're gonna go to the stove and cook up our veggies. Okay, so now we're back at the stove, and I started to slowly saute up my garlic. And our farro is cooking up nicely. Once it's done cooking, I'm gonna be draining it to remove all the excess water. And now we're just gonna start assembling all of our veggies together. Gonna let these garlic pieces cook up a little bit. For about a minute, you really want them to release their delicious aroma. There we go. Now we're gonna add in my pre-cooked baby broccoli, which are oh so sweet. I tasted them already. Oh wow, so vivid. The colors are beautiful. I cut them up in about 2-inch pieces because you still want them to look like broccoli, not little smush pieces. Okay. And we're gonna add in the spinach. And what you want is you want all your spinach to wilt. And then we're gonna season with salt and pepper and serve it up. Just going to actually season now. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. I love my pink Himalayan sea salt. And my Armenian pepper. I find it gives dishes a beautiful color as well. And we're gonna throw in the pieces of lemon to have that extra delicious fresh flavor. So, easy peasy once again. We'll let this cook up. We'll check on our salmon and we'll plate the food and we'll be right back. Everything is ready and it's time to plate up and taste our delicious meal. So the farro has been cooked and drained. So we're gonna add a little bit to our plate. Then we're gonna do some delicious vegetables. We want to get all the juice from the olive oil at the bottom. Make sure all the flavors, all those chunks of garlic. Okay. And now, cutting up the salmon. I'm gonna slide the lemon slices over a little bit. And we're going to slice our piece of fish. There we go. First time doing this on camera, so bear with me. Want to make sure we don't break it. Oh, we broke it. Bloopers! So that was less elegant. Let me just fix this really quickly. It's definitely ready and cooked because it's falling off into crumbly pieces. Okay, we're gonna slide off the rosemary and the lemon. I want to get a piece of salmon, a piece of veggies, and a nice mouthful of farro as well, and let's taste it. It might be a bit hot. So good, guys. Super lemony, very fresh, healthy. You can't go wrong. This is a really good meal. Perfect for spring. Bon appetit, everybody.